All right, guys, we're on standby. We're calling Jackie's mom right now. KBBL. You've won a free toaster.
As God is my witness, I swear
I want an elephant.
Fly.
Hello.
Hey, Mom, you got a second?
Yes.
Okay, you were on my podcast with James and Dustin with Dark Discoveries. We had a quick question for you.
Gosh, are you guys that desperate?
No, that was last week when we called your husband.
Did they call you Dad?
That may or may not be why Christmas decorations didn't get up.
He said he needed a break from putting all your Christmas decorations out last week.
Well, you know what? He's on his way out right now. We're working on the outside stuff. So he lied because I'm doing all the inside stuff.
Oh, I love it.
Anyway, but he is on his way out to do. I've been in trees tonight, hanging chicken balls. So
you're gonna have to explain this. The guy's faces
well, that
are like, wait, what?
Explains a lot about Jackie. You hanging chicken balls.
Are you on right now?
Yes. I am recording everything you say.
Everybody's gonna hear this, Mom.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But no, I love my chicken balls, and anyway,
you got to tell them what chicken balls are now. This is gonna be a weird conversation for otherwise.
It is. Mm-hmm. Anyway, chicken balls are chicken wire that you cut 48 inches long, and well, I take that back. I think it's 24 by 24. Anyway, you cut the chicken wire, and then it is all woven together, folded and stuff until it makes a round ball, and then you wrap like 4 sets of 100 lights on each one, and they look really cool when they're up in the trees. They disappear like during the day.
So it's reindeer balls.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. They're really neat, but yeah, like he says, they get camouflaged in the day and you don't see them, but at night, boom, there they are. Cool.
Yeah, they pop out of the trees. So there you go. So yes, I've been up in the trees, and I've only got one that I've got to replace. So then I'm winding lights right now. So there we go.
I love it.
Humbug.
Dustin.
It's not Thanksgiving yet.
So I have an odd request. Can you tell us about the phone call that we got from your mom's house? After,
oh gosh, and mm-hmm. stuff. And honestly, we didn't answer it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But my mom passed away in 2003, and I don't know how many months later, but it was just a matter of months. And one night we got a phone call, and of course it would show whose name would come across it. And it said Joyce Thompson. It was my mom, and we all looked at each other, and we didn't answer it. Yeah. And there was no message left, but we were really shocked.
Yeah, because like, the house had been sold at that point. The number was gone and everything.
Stuff, so
you ever wish you would have answered it?
You know what? There was no message left, so I think I'm okay. Because but it was. I mean, we were in different rooms. My husband was in the office or some other room and stuff, and I was in another room. We all saw it, and none of us answered it and stuff. And
when she says all of us, like my sisters and I, we all saw it, and we're like, whoa. So, yeah.
Yep, we're like, it was just like you all stopped and like, okay, who's going to answer it? And nobody did and stuff. But it said my mom's name across the thing. And, it did the ID on her and stuff. So we didn't answer, but, maybe we should have. I don't know.
Well, since we have royalty on here, Jackie's often told us about her relative that went on a murdering spree.
Oh, yeah.
Is that her brother?
That's her dad's brother.
Her dad's brother.
Yes. Would
you care to tell us that story?
Well, I mean, it's kind of a long story.
We got time. We got all night.
It's just, it was a very small town in Toulon, and there's Toulon, Illinois. There's all kinds of things you can look up. And actually, Jackie, was it 2020 that did the program on it?
Yes.
And anyway, and actually my sister is featured in that and stuff. They interviewed her, but it was a situation where it was they called him the town bully, and anybody that crossed him, he never forgot it, and he never let it go. And one day, a young new police officer on the staff there delivered and I can't even remember what it was for, but a thing to appear in court. And just picked it up and delivered it on his way home. And when he did, it was just the wrong place, wrong time, everything. And when he opened up the door, he shot him. And then when he did that, he decided to go ahead and take out anybody and everybody that had wronged him. So he just kind of went on a shooting spree. And we had a classmate that lived very close to him, and his dog bit their daughter, and so of course there was a police report and all that and stuff. So that caused issues between the two of them, and actually he went from his home where he shot the sheriff, and then turned around and went into their home, and his wife was sitting in a chair. He shot her. He came up out of the basement. He shot him, and then proceeded. By that point, they knew, that he was doing this, and they were trying to get to anybody that had ever filed anything against him, because there was many. They tried to, they were trying to get to them to protect them, and it ended up being a shootout and in his car, and actually he survived. And I lost an eye, I think, in that and everything.
Part of his ear too, wasn't it? Yeah.
I can't remember, but I wouldn't be surprised. And
yeah, because I remember he was fighting the trial because he couldn't hear. Yeah.
Well, you might be right. I mean, my sister is the one that's she was a newspaper reporter at the time. So she ended up covering a lot of it, and then covering his trials and everything afterwards. So in one day he killed 3 people, but he would have killed more if he could have and stuff. So it was just somebody with a lot of issues and a lot of mental problems and stuff. But they just let him by with some things because he was just so intimidating, and it was a really small town, and they called him the bully and stuff, and he most certainly was. And so I guess he decided his time was up, and that he was going to take care of anybody that had crossed him, and that's what happened. But in the meantime, he did. He was actually at one time he was number 2 on death row for Illinois. Actually, he did commit suicide when they did not allow him to, I believe, to have his wife come and visit him on his birthday. And so he did commit suicide while he was in there. But he was number 2 at one time on Illinois' death row. So, yeah. So, but he was my dad's brother.
All right. We have another. I have another question for you. Is it true that you went to Star Wars on your first date with your husband?
Oh, is it ever?
Okay, you have to tell them the story of what happened, because I told them I don't think they believe it.
Hey, my grandpa took my grandma to Star Wars on their anniversary, so you weren't alone.
And let's see, would that be
1977?
Oh, God.
To listen to you.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Exactly.
If it was opening night, Jimbo can probably tell you the night. So he's kind of a nerd.
May 27th, somewhere.
You're hilarious. Okay.
Okay. Well, I've got the T-shirt, but in the meantime, that was our first date. But it almost was our last, because I thought he was the cheapest date there ever could be. Because we got there, we were just a few minutes.
Oh, no, you got to tell them what was happening before when Dad pulled up. Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh. Did you have Dad tell you this stuff?
Oh, they were laughing because I've told the guys this, but nobody's heard this story on here yet. So...
Well, now that you hear that, after I've told you the other, about his brother, you're going to think he's, ugh. But no, my dad was butchering a cow. when we
strung
had
up
one
in the front tree.
great. Well, it's a great big huge oak tree that was there before he built the house on a hill and stuff, and he used that to always put a log chain up and butcher cattle and stuff, and he happened to be doing that, and Brad pulled up and introduced himself and everything, and then he when he got done, of course he had blood on him and all that and stuff, and he did offer to have him help him, and Brad kindly turned him down, but he did assure, he said, I will have her home on time.
You don't have to do the old cleaning the gun on the porch when you got a cow strapped to the tree. But I'd have asked for dinner. Like, hey, am I invited for supper? If you're butchering this cow, can I get a steak or what?
Well, but he would have put you to work. There's no doubt. But yeah, we did go to Star Wars, and we missed the first few minutes of it, and then we turned around and he said, "Would you mind if we stay and see that?" I'm like, okay, so we had to wait.
Just to see in a galaxy far, far away.
Well, yeah. And the theater emptied, and then the theater filled back up. And then we sat through it, and we sat through it, and we sat through it, and we saw it for the second time.
Double boy.
You didn't know you were going for a double picture. It was just the same movie.
Over 4 hours of Star Wars, and so.
But did you actually watch it the second time?
I'm going to say, that was yes.
I'm going to say there was some necking involved in the second movie.
I got to say, there's no.
It did not work.
Nope. But so there was almost not another date because I thought this is the cheapest guy there could be. We're going to get 2 movies for the price of one, and it's the same one. So there you go.
Okay.
So the rest is history.
Well, we got more questions for you.
Uh-oh. All right.
I got more questions for you. Do you believe in mermaids?
Do I believe in mermaids? Boy, I gotta say, I'm gonna pass on that one.
Thank you.
That's okay. None of us do.
Whoa.
But we love them.
No, but I love Ariel. But yeah,
so do I.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
I don't know if I've seen one, but I think I've been in situations where I'm like. I couldn't prove it that it wasn't. So I'm going to say.
What about that time in Gatlinburg where you had your shirt pulled?
I did.
Yeah, we were on a ghost tour.
That was just your dad using the force.
Dad wasn't there though. He wasn't there. It was good. Yeah.
No, he wasn't with us that time. No, we went on kind of a touristy thing that was a ghost tour and stuff, and I think we met. Was it a Dairy Queen, Jackie?
No, it was at that biscuit place. Remember, because he was laughing at.
Okay, I couldn't.
How long has that been?
We had to go.
Oh gosh, the kids were little. It's probably been 10 years.
Okay, so like I said, I know now they meet at the parking garage, not the aquarium parking garage, but one of them meets at that little city one that's on the opposite side. We
started in a hotel that's no longer there, and unfortunately was swept up with the fires. But we started there, and then we ended up at some biscuit place.
Well, the thing is, we started at the place outside because he was explaining everything that was going to go on, and so we were sitting in the outdoor seating area and stuff outside, and it was cold, and it was evening and all that and stuff, and somebody pulled my shirt or tapped me or did something, and I turned around and there was just a parking lot and stuff behind us. And then the next time when it happened, it was just an absolute just yank and stuff. I'm like, all right, that's it. And then
she turned and yelled at all of us. We're like, what?
And I'm like, all right, you guys, knock it off. And, and there was no one there. But in the meantime, the first time got my attention, but the second time I'm like, that's it and stuff. And I interrupted the guy, and I'm like, we're off to a great start here.
Yeah.
So there you go.
What about UFOs and aliens?
I'm gonna I'm going to pass on them because I wouldn't want to piss them off.
I relate to that. Aliens are not my favorite. I was like, yep.
I'm out here in the country with a big 5-acre yard so they could land in it. So
there was a race car driver that killed himself a couple years ago in an airplane, and I think he said the green ones are good, the gray ones are bad.
Yeah,
because he claims that he was abducted by aliens, but I'd say that was
There's
probably
apparently 11 types.
Yeah.
I think that was during his cocaine days, though.
Yeah.
So a little bit more of a serious topic. We'll bring it back down to not out of this world questions. But Jackie has shared with us before about when she was giving birth to her youngest daughter and how it was during the lockdown where you guys were outside, you know, because they wouldn't let people in or whatever.
Yep.
Do you want to give us a little bit of insight of what you guys were doing and everything there?
Well, of course, you know, it was at that time, and it was at the beginning, and it got to the point where Jackie was going in and out of the doctor's office and the hospital to be tested because her youngest one, Abigail, was showing some signs of breathing issues and all kinds of things like that. And at the same time, it was right at the beginning of the lockdown, and I had a kidney stone and ended up having to go into the hospital. And so the two of us, you know, as far as the family goes, we were going in and out so many times that a lot of the family, we were all separated and stuff. They didn't really want to, you know, be around us and stuff because we had, you know, going in and out of the hospital all the time. Yeah. Exactly. And so it just so happened that when Jackie would go in and stuff, then I would have her other daughter, and I'd go meet her, put her in my car. We would drive around. We would maybe go through the drive-through somewhere, whatever, and wait till Jackie was done because I couldn't come in or anything and stuff until she got done. And that became a routine for the last several weeks before she was born. And then I had to go and do that one day. And then she went in and she goes, they're not going to let me out and stuff. And so it just happened to be a situation where thank goodness I had her daughter. Thank goodness I was there. But there was nothing we could do. She couldn't come back out. We couldn't go in. And it just so happened that I had made all these signs and stuff ahead of time and had them all ready and stuff because there was some issues and stuff with Abby and everything. And so when she went in and we had time to run home, get our signs and get the rest. And of course, we ended up staying out in the parking lot, and we had littles with us and stuff and lawn chairs. And so we had chalk. We drew all these things on the parking lot thing, these messages and stuff. And so before they took Jackie in to do the C-section, then they let her come to the window and see. So we had all these signs holding them up. And I remember one of them said, for this girl, we prayed and stuff. And because we knew she was having a girl and stuff. And so that was the last thing she got to see before she went into surgery and stuff. And so, you know, everybody, you know, had to do some type of sacrifice and stuff. And that just happened to be one of them that we had to do.
Well, you know, on behalf of me and Dustin, we want to say thank you because you raised a really good daughter. She's become a good friend. We love her. And little Abigail, man, she's a fireball, but she's like my best friend. she's something else.
She is something else. She did have some issues there and had to go to NICU, which, you know, after all the excitement and waiting and knowing that we were at the end and we were really going to go through with it. And then for, you know, Sean to come out and had his hands in his pockets and his head down. And then we didn't know what to do because he said, well, they're going to take Abby and she's going to be transferred somewhere else and stuff. And it was just like, you know, the best laid plans. We were there. We did the best we could. But then it was like, okay, now what do we do and stuff? But, you know, had to make the decision to stay here, go there, what have you and stuff. And but it all worked out. And Abby is a spitfire.
Oh, she's awesome.
She is something else, man. Nothing gets that kid down.
Does either of you have anything else to ask or say?
No, but thank you for your time and answering the call. And
well, I hope, because we were like kind of all over the place there and stuff.
Hey, that's most
what we
of our
do.
Podcast. It was good. But yeah, sorry to put you on the spot, Mom, but thank you. We just appreciate that you had a few minutes for us, and you could
all right.
recant some of your
everybody has a
stories there.
story. They just tell it a little different, and we all have history. We can't pick our family, or we can pick our friends. We can't pick our family. And,
you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your
friend's
family.
nose.
Exactly. Exactly.
And we've all got that. I know my grandpa, his dad was in prison for killing his brother. So I mean, we've all got those stories and those things that happen in life, and unfortunately, it happens. But sometimes just talking gets it to be a little therapeutic at times. So that's what we aim to do is to
exactly. And it's like, it's not that we were ever close, we never were, but and you know why, and it was always something strange there. But it's too bad that they didn't do something before then, because he deserved it, and got by with a lot of things, and unfortunately, it cost a young cop his life.
Yeah.
Well, and I will say this, because we don't like to ever give a person like that spotlight. We always want to shine some light on the victims. And I will say this, their daughter that had actually called the police or got to her grandma's house, survived and everything. She was really something, because when the judge asked her what her thoughts were on what should happen to him, she said, "Please let him live so I can witness to him." And what a testament to her family.
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely. How she was raised and whatever, but she did. I hope, that he goes to prison so I can visit him and read the Bible to him there. So,
and it takes a lot. I mean, instead of having that, you're still going to have rage, but you're still showing compassion. Tells a lot about,
the environment she was in.
And the parents that raised her, you betcha.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. And to raise a kid that does that, I think that's one of the ultimate compliments you can have. So.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, one of these Tuesdays, you're going to have to come up here and record with us. Then maybe we can all go over to Greek's Pizzeria and get some pizza.
we heard Dad would pitch in.
Well, I think now you know my whole story. It's, there we go. Here we are. Star Wars, and this many years later.
I am a big Star Wars fan, so you had me at that. Absolutely. Well, thank you for coming on. We'll let you get back to your chicken balls.
I'm down to one more, so we're good.
You're doing good.
Giving out this year, so
I love it.
So rewarmed into green one. So there we go. No, look them up, because there's really a cool story of how those started too.
I'm afraid to look up chicken balls.
Maybe we need to find the right verbiage before we do that, Dustin.
There was a place, and I believe it was in North Carolina, and I think there's YouTube videos on it and stuff, where this man did them and put him in his trees and stuff. And then his neighbors loved him so much that they get together every year and they all make them and stuff, because it takes some doing to do it and stuff. So they all do a party, they do it and stuff. So the entire neighborhood now is covered in them. And so all of a sudden they saw in that area that all the traffic changed, because everybody, reroutes so they can go down there. And even at the hospital, all the oncology patients that get their treatments and stuff, they started seeing that they were waiting and coming in the afternoons. So by the time they got done, they could do the evening thing to do that, to go by and see it. And so there's a whole YouTube video on it. And then they also put like a big trailer up, because all these people bring food and stuff. And so they collect all the food for the food pantries and stuff. The people that go through it and stuff. So it's gotten so big. So
way to do Christmas. Chicken balls.
Yeah.
I love it.
So look it up. And I believe it's out of North Carolina. And so I've been doing them for, probably 10, 15 years. And so anyway, but that's where I got it from. And it's really cool.
So I guess for Thanksgiving, you'll bring the chicken balls and Dustin will bring the bull testicles.
Oh, jeez.
I don't do Rocky Mountain oysters, so we're good.
It's a deal. So here you go.
I love it. So, Well, goodness.
There you go.
Well, thank you so much, Mom. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, even though I forced you.
I was just saying, give me a heads up next time.
Sorry, surprise.
That ruins the fun.
Don't worry, we got Dad too. It was good.
Okay, well, no, he didn't even tell me that. So
He knew that we would spring it on you one night.
You didn't think it was taking him an extra long time last time to bring in Christmas decorations?
well, you know what? No, I'm used to that. A lot and stuff, but yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I love it. Well, I think
right,
we'll let you enjoy your evening because I have exploding whales to talk about, so it's good.
Okay. Oh, that's never good.
No, it was a bad day. It was good.
All right. Good night.
All right, good night.
Love you. Bye, Mom.
All right. Love you too. Bye bye.